Hello, how are you doing? This is for the Pisces Dragon. If you have the zodiac month of Pisces and the birth year Dragon, this divination tarot readings for you. I use the Emerald Lotus divination. This is a spiritual path reading. I'm a spiritual practitioner. I'm a metaphysical coach. I'm not necessarily a psychic per se. Like I mentioned in the other videos, I just have a connection to spiritual awakenings and teachings. So this is what I use for that. Now, when I shuffle, I have really good card control from like doing a lot of card practice. So I actually try to awkwardly shuffle on purpose. So if it looks weird, that's because I'm doing it that way. So we can try to get some of this, cards like that to pop out. We got two cards popping out already. What's next on your spiritual path? The Queen of Wands came up in reverse. Sorry, bear with me for a moment. I'm trying to interpret why that came up. We might have to clarify that card. It looks like I feel like you're heading to some sort of anger. There's going to be anger or resentment involved in your next big decision. Maybe you should approach it with more calmly, whatever this is that's coming up. Maybe you've been angry, and what's going to happen is continue to make you more angry. But when you're on a spiritual journey, you kind of gotta let anger go, because anger and resentment stores sickness in the body and brings about negativity in your life. What's important for you on your path? We got the Knight of Pentacles. The way I interpret this, especially associated with the first Queen of Wands in reverse that came up. In the lands out there, you planted all these seeds, and it's growing, and you're being patient and steadfast, and you're holding on to a little bit of money to be able to do that, and you're riding this brilliantly beautiful, large horse, but it's steadfast. It's not moving. It's not going anywhere. Like you planted the seeds, but you're not going anywhere, and you're just holding on to what looks like you're maybe holding on to some money instead of investing it to move forward with whatever endeavor you're doing. How can you trust you're on the right path? We got the Star. I consider the Star a God card. This is a God card. Very powerful. The Star shows that there's water flowing, and you're giving water away to others, and it's going out in multiple branches, and everything's flourishing, and you have the universe is basically on your side. The universe is on your side, and so why are you angry? If the universe is on your side, why are you angry? What should you avoid? The Chariot. There's going to be a situation presented to you. It's going to look nice. It's going to look lavish. Popularity. I feel this reading is closer to feminine energy. If you're a man, you need more feminine energy. If you are a woman, there's vanity, there's some sort of vanity involved. You started your business. Why are you worried about vanity? You're worried about how you look, or what kind of car you're driving. I don't usually literally use the Chariot as a vehicle. But in this sense, for you, I think the vanity thing is do you want a Mercedes Benz or a BMW or something? That's what I'm getting from this. Why are you worried about what car you're driving and like how your hair is done? You planted the seeds, so you'll be fine. But why are you worried about what vehicle you feel like you're going to be judged? This reading is definitely like heading more for the ladies. But if you're a man, maybe like whenever the feminine energy comes out, that means you need to drop down your ego a little bit. So if you're a guy out there, lower your ego slightly to give yourself some more feminine energy, because you're just like overly masculine. I'm not saying like I hate the woke stuff, like the misogyny terms and all that stuff. No, like overly masculine, like, oh, I gotta drink beer, I gotta wrestle a lion to prove to my boys that I can beat a lion when I wrestle him. That type, like overly ridiculous ego is what I'm talking about. Message from the universe. Page of Pentacles. This is a positive card when it's a message from the universe, is because you're going to enjoy your money. You have the fruits of your labor are going to come through, but you got to stop holding on to that coin and then worrying about driving the Mercedes, because you're going to enjoy it in the end. If you end up becoming a billionaire, I'm not saying that you're going to be. I don't know if you're going to become a millionaire or a billionaire or not. But like, why? If you only make $20,000 every 6 months, $40,000 a year, why are you worried about the Mercedes? Because in the end, you're going to be content. If you're going to have the $1 million, why care about the Mercedes now? You can buy like 10 Mercedes if you're a billionaire. So in the future, you'll be fine. That's what I feel like from this reading. Let me know if that resonates with you, and I greatly appreciate you guys watching my videos. Thank you.